DJMTV.
Hey guys, welcome to another exciting edition of DJMTV Daily News Update. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you, depending on the time zone at which this video got to you. If this is your first time of seeing any of our video or you're a returning subscriber, please do not forget to go a step further, like this video, share and subscribe to all our channels. You can also check us out on our website www.djmtv.news. Let's go straight up into the main news. Our party APC must be saved, says Cletus Obun. Hey guys, this is still DJMTV Daily News Update. Cletus Obun, a chieftain of the All Progressive Congress in Cross River State, has cried out that APC must be saved. He said this due to the crisis that is rocking in the party. According to Cletus Obun, he made it known that President Muhammadu Buhari should not allow himself to be dragged into a case like this, because it was the same case in 2011 that made him cry when democracy was truncated. In a video we're about to watch, we saw Cletus Obun, who has said that the constitution of the APC party does not give room for anyone, even the president, to give an order to remove a sitting chairman apart from the National Executive Committee, which is the NEC. He said President Muhammadu Buhari has a clean record and he is not so sure that it was the same president that has given such order to remove Mai Malabuni. Let's watch the video. We'll be right back.
Well, let me begin this interview by saying that I didn't come here to defend or defer to whatever controversies are going on. I have come here this evening to discuss on the basis that the party APC must be saved, because we have taken so much. This president wept in 2011 when democracy was being truncated with his cases. So he shouldn't be dragged into this high drama of incurable desperados. Now, about him giving orders, we cannot be running from dictatorship to another higher form of dictatorship. The president of Nigeria, everybody knows, once he resigned, had come to say that after the collapse of Russia, I remember him in the front page of Punch newspapers then, saying that since the fall of Russia and the USSR, that he now believes that democracy is the way to go. That is when he joined politics. I do not think that by his actions, utterances, and by his demeanor, he has deviated from believing in internal democracy. And that is why he never intervened in cases in which other presidents before him have had to physically throw out judges in order to get their party to stay in power, as it happened in Zamfara to us, in APC, as it happened in Bayelsa, as it happened in Rivers, in which APC was shut out of a lot of situations. We have seen judges. Justice Salami, for example, was removed to arrest the judgment in Sokoto State, and all that. We can give a plethora of them. This president was the first to congratulate Soludo when he won the election. Even when our own candidate was ready to go to the tribunal, he was the first to congratulate. So he has the credentials that are impeccable and wants to leave that legacy. In fact, if there was any further doubt, the signing of the Electoral Act as amended today has sealed his place in history as one of the biggest Democrats we can have. Having laid this foundation, could it have been this same president? Knowing very well our constitution, this party constitution, if you don't have a copy, I will leave one with you, so you will show me from page 1 to the last page. There are 33 articles in that constitution, apart from the preamble. There are 33 articles. There are 14 organs of the party in this constitution. I want to know those who are taking this decision and whom he directed beyond NEC. We have a National Executive Committee in place. What was dissolved was the National Working Committee of APC. It was not the National Executive Committee. It's still in place. And that's by that organ, by this Article 7 of this Constitution and Article 13.3, the powers of National Executive Committee are clearly enunciated. It is unequivocal and explicit in this Constitution, unambiguous, that if NEC created this committee, only NEC can take decision on it, and the president is well aware of it. If you remember, at each time they tried to go to the presidency for NEC meetings, he had always rejected it. So each time they go for consultation, they take it for a meeting. A meeting can only be convened by the chairman or secretary. This particular committee has only a chairman and secretary. There are no deputies. There's no deputy secretary, there's no deputy chairman, there's no co-chairman. And that is why it became necessary, because if they were, because it was on the basis of the doctrine of necessity that this committee came on board, that is why it didn't have the normal structure of the National Working Committee. Now, having donated and delegated its powers, NEC delegated its powers to this committee. Having delegated its power, this committee cannot delegate delegated authority. It is not known anywhere, whether in law or in governance, that you delegate delegated authority. So if the NEC, the committee under Malabuni had one of its members, that is the chairman, going out and transmitting a letter to say, I'm going out, this person should act from among us. And that is why the title acting chairman is here. This attitude of usurpation and power grabbing is quite astonishing, it's quite embarrassing. And I think that those who have managed the information on what actually transpired, thank God you showed that letter. There is a second letter both to INEC and to the secretary, asking that resolutions were taken by the committee and that in his absence, they should follow that resolution, those resolutions leading to the execution of the convention, which is their mandate on the 26th. From today, it's 2 weeks to that committee. If we have stayed for 1 year, 6 months, why is it becoming so jittery that we are being told that there was no intention when committees were already set up, even amended? You are saying that 1,700 out of over 40 million membership, strong membership of APC in Nigeria, 1,700 is too much for Eagle Square. Are they all going to sit in Eagle Square? They have secretariats across the state. We have done conventions over and over. Committee members don't sit in Eagle Square on the day of voting. They sit to do their job. Those who have to vote come there and vote and go back. So what was that is for inclusion. The purpose of expanding those committees was for inclusion of party members who feel excluded and insulated or isolated from party activities. So that is one forum in which there is interaction. This is where you have to deal with the intrigues of desperate political actors. This is act of desperation. I ask you,
Which part of it is the act of desperation?
That to suggest that there was a Malabuni holding an injunction against himself. They have got 3 judgments cancelling 3 state congresses in Delta, at Taraba last week, and another one waiting in Akwa Ibom. We have 210 cases on state congresses and the status of this convention. 210 cases. Will Mala go down and institute 210 cases against himself so that he will remain in power, a sitting governor? I do think that we are stretching absurdity to the extreme. This is absurd. And I want to say that the president of this country should know better than any other person that the new electoral act which he signs gives you 21 days. And I challenge them to tell us. They have written about 2 or 3 letters to INEC. INEC have rejected those letters on the basis that before them, there was a constituted executive with a chairman and secretary, and that they will take no other instructions or any other communication or dealings with anybody outside in APC, outside of this, unless there is a proper meeting in which they will attempt to see a change of leadership. What that means for us, and which is very dangerous.
Because, okay, so let's clarify this.
Yes.
There is going to be a NEC meeting next week, Thursday.
Who will call the meeting? Do you remember?
Who has the power to call the meeting? Isn't it?
Chairman and secretary.
But there is an acting chairman and there is a secretary.
This is what I'm saying. You can't have 2 acting chairmen. First of all, this man is enjoying delegated authority of NEC. He cannot delegate his substantive chairmanship to another delegate. It doesn't work. It is for the purpose of internal running of the party. Look, let us not keep the convention waiting. A letter has been transmitted. If he has to say he's a new chairman, there must be a forum, a platform under which he was so elected or appointed.
Is Senator Akpan still the secretary?
Of course, you can't.
Because you understand that things have changed now.
Nobody has challenged that fact. In fact, what Governor Sani Bello is saying is that he's acting for, as you have shown in the letter you have here, that he's acting for Memalabuni. He was properly transmitted to act, but not to go outside his powers.
All right.
So guys, here we have it. We have heard from the APC chief and of Cross River State, Cletus Obun, who has said that my Balabuni removal from office as the chairman, caretaker convention planning committee. He has made it clear to them that it is never in the constitution of the All Progressive Congress to have removed a planning committee chairman, and they don't have the power to do that except the neck of the party. So the question is, if the president did not give the order, who then gave the order? Because Cletus Obun doesn't believe that the president, whom he knows, would give such an order. But the others who did it, they said the president gave such an order. So the question is, who gave the order? Most Nigerians have also seen this as the downfall of the All Progressive Congress, considering the fact that it is now an autocratic regime most politicians will want to leave. That is the view of some Nigerians. What are your views concerning this? Drop your comments with us in the comment section below.
Thank you for staying with us till the end of this video. And as a way of reminder, we are also on Instagram and on Facebook at DJMTV. Also, you can check us out on our website www.djmtv.news. You can also place your advert with us at DJMTV and be rest assured that your business would get to the desired market. Until I come your way with another exciting edition of DJMTV Daily News Update, thank you for watching.